The Arizona Cardinals beat the Los Angeles Rams with a final score of 37-20 in a game that, to be honest, didn't feel that close. The Cardinals dominated this game on both sides of the ball, making key plays on offense and defense, and slowing down a Rams offense that has been able to put up a lot of points this year. In this video, I'm going to talk about my 5 takeaways from this game. The first is that this team is for real. A lot of people question whether this Cardinals team was a legitimate playoff team despite the 3-0 start. And that's kind of understandable with the way that they barely beat the Vikings and had a win against the Jaguars, who aren't a particularly good team. But this win against the Rams is a statement win against a team that a lot of people thought was at least the best in the NFC, if not the best in the NFL. And it was a blowout win. Now, there's a lot of games left and a lot of things can happen, but at this point, this Cardinals team seems to be a legitimate playoff contender, if not more. The second takeaway was that Kyler has taken that next step. Throughout the game, he seemed in command in the huddle, didn't make any turnovers, and made a lot of key plays that kept the ball going. Again, there's still a lot of games left, but Kyler is looking like a legitimate MVP candidate and the kind of quarterback that can win you games in the playoffs. The third takeaway is that this is a good defense. Now, I'm not going to say the Cardinals have an elite defense. They've had some lapses. They struggled against the Vikings in the first half. But this team held the Rams to 20 points and overall has done a good job shutting down teams in the second half. Again, it's not an elite defense, but this defense is good. The fourth takeaway is that the Cardinals' offense is multidimensional. One of the biggest criticisms of the Cardinals last year is that they were kind of two-dimensional. They would throw the ball to DeAndre Hopkins, or Kyler Murray would make plays with his legs. Well, now they've shown an ability not only to get the ball to Hopkins and for Kyler to make key plays with his legs, but they spread the ball out a lot. Coming into this game, the Cardinals had 6 receivers with double-digit targets. And in this game, they spread the ball out again. In fact, if you look at the box score, the top 3 receivers in terms of yardage had 67 or 66 yards. A remarkable consistency in terms of spreading the ball around. Teams are not going to be able to shut down this offense just by shutting down Hopkins or taking Kyler's running out of the game. They spread the ball around, move the ball down the field, and that's led to this being a much more difficult offense to stop. The fifth takeaway is that the Sean McVay streak has ended. Cardinals and Rams fans both know that McVay had an 8-game winning streak against the Cardinals, and we finally got that monkey off our back. The Cardinals can now say that they've beaten Sean McVay and done it in impressive fashion. If you're a Cardinals fan, there's a lot to be excited about right now. This team is 4-0, leading the best division of football, and just blew out the team that everyone thought was going to win this division. Again, there's a lot of football left to be played, but if you're a Cardinals fan, this is the time to be optimistic. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Cardinal Rule.